most shocking part is that he's saying that Sharina begged him to have abortions. And get this, he literally had the nerve to say Wendy chased something more and started to forget what was important. You guys, pay attention to this live. Let me know what you think in the comments. A story is developing from it, but you need to know this backstory and these crazy bombshell allegations that Kevin is making against his sick wife, Wendy, that the wolves are sugar. You know what? You gotta listen to this mess.
I will not continue to beat a drum, you know what I mean, when it comes to all of this. At some point, you know, if I get to writing a book, you know what I mean, and I feel like I've had enough memorable moments, I'll do that. I'm not trying to capitalize off of any hype, which is why I remain quiet. But this one here is just about respect. When you got people that you really help carve out something, you know, something that, you know, after 238 shows, you know, that came and went, there's something stayed there, you know, you don't give credit or respect. I just happen to be black, but you don't give credit or respect. There's a problem with that. And you know, if there's someone else going through a divorce, or you know, and they happen to be an executive producer, and you give them all the room and time in the world to deal with their issue. But this situation here, you know, was just about, you know, turning it and you know, into a reality show. For the people who are dwelling on the fact that I had a baby, a beautiful daughter, a beautiful, beautiful, smart daughter, with a beautiful person, just know that at the end of the day, before there was any, and again, I take accountability for all my actions as a man. I'm sorry that I hurt someone to that degree when it came to fulfilling a piece of my happiness. I've always been a family-oriented person, even though I'm not close with a bunch of my family. And I would have loved to create more family. But again, when you sacrifice, you know, the business, it's only people that's running a real race don't understand. When you run in a race, sometimes you don't find time or can foresee that that's not part of your real foundation. And you know, for a long time, I thought that, you know what, you get to somewhat of the top, because there's still some ways to go. When you get to somewhat of the top of a situation, and you think, yeah, this is what it is. Well, you know what? I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of stuff and do all that, but this is not what it is. A person need more than just this. They need foundation over everything. I've seen people with much less be more happier with their foundations, even where I'm at. And I'm sorry that the emergence of life, how I decided to bring it, hurt her and the whole stereotype of what happens when a man does that. I understand that you can't make everyone happy in that instance, but I do not regret what happened. I was not trapped into what happened. As a matter of fact, and again, I'm profusely apologetic for the impact it caused. I realize that, but as a matter of fact, the mother of my child, when we discovered it, she was like, no, you know, we don't need to. She was the first one to try to suggest an alternative, and I actually said no. And that's because of the joy that I needed to have in my life at the time. Because of whatever was happening at 100 miles an hour and happening right under me and around me, that, you know, from whatever type of control freak people pegged me out to be, there was a lot of things I couldn't control. But yeah, I could have controlled my actions better if I chose to. But until you've been in my shoes wholeheartedly to understand exactly what I was dealing with, you can't tell me nothing. I don't know too many men that could have done exactly what I did. And I'm not trying to be cocky, I'm not trying to act like, I'm just saying the truth. I don't know too many people that could have done and bared the weight of what I did wholeheartedly. And I don't know too many people that could have did what she did. That's why she stand on her throne no matter what. But for whatever we were supposed to be together as at a point where I fought for family many a days. I fought to bring my son here. I fought to try to keep a semblance of what the essence of family is. And I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. So whatever I'm trying to put together as family, to be family first, I stood on that strong. And what happened? What happened is, you know, family didn't step that. Family wasn't a priority like it should have been. When you chase something more, when you chase something more and you start to forget, you know, what's important and what's like it's never supposed to be the other way around. Like it's supposed to be this first, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it all out, no matter what happens. But when it's not that no more, and you got a million people and devils and serpents and snakes and salamanders and all that, you know, trying and feeding and enabling. And let's be clear, the enabling happened at an all-time high when I was desperately trying to get right. I don't care how much partying we done did and drinks, whatever. You get to a point where you got to get right. When people want to keep you in a certain state, they enable. You know, and there was enabling happening clearly after my departure. There was enabling happening towards the end of my departure. And there were people that basically were saying, like, you know, even though we know there's a certain level of help needed, we're not getting behind it. We're not supporting that. We just want to make sure. We just want to make sure that she, you know, that she can do it. So, you know, when you got so many things stacked, and then as soon as you get out of the way, soon as you know, you can say, hey, if I place myself out of the way, if you think I fucked up the bag or whatever you want to say, like at the end of the day, the blessings came tenfold. I wanted my son to have another sibling on this earth so that he can have somebody else to count on besides his immediate family. I want him to have blood. To get specific about a lot of things, again.
What do you think? Well, listen, I just got to say this. Keep Wendy Williams in your prayers because she ain't got nobody but Kevin Jr. And it looks like Kevin Jr. is leaning on his father. And his father is trying to come across as so enlightened and so this and so that. I'm like, you don't give a damn about Wendy. And you still mad that without her, you lost everything you had. No, it pains you that every dollar you spend is because of the work of your wife, that your ex-wife that didn't know what was important. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. You think I'm being too harsh to Kevin? I don't. And if you see another angle, let me know. But for right now, yeah, pray for Wendy.